course, and as well in other news, do you like meditation?
Do I like meditation?
Yeah, do you meditate?
Do I meditate? No, I don't meditate. I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
You know, I'd love to think like, you know, I'd love to wake up and journal and then be able to get into a completely zen, peaceful state of mind. Is that possible? Like, unless you're a guru, is that possible?
It is actually, you know, I do that. You know, by the way, I feel like, you know, you are meditating throughout your day, whether the music that you're listening to, and the words that you listen to, and the words that you tell yourself, which is actually something that I'm really interested in. And it's actually something I think I encourage everyone to maybe look more into, because you can just like wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna have a good day, and then you will actually have a good day.
But sorry, when you say meditate, I imagine you mean sitting down in a dark room, maybe it's yoga, and just kind of going in on my thoughts and trying to, I thought meditate means like remove all kind of conscious thoughts, so you're a one being.
Yes.
Is that what you mean, or different?
Honestly, I feel like meditation is like, it's a very big word. It's a very broad word that can be, you know, can be a lot of things that are subtitled like underneath it, whether it is the thoughts that you tell yourself or the words that you tell yourself. And as well, aside from all of that, there is, as you said, like the big meditation, I would say, act that you can have, as you just said, which is go into a dark room, sit just to gather your thoughts and just collect them all. So guys, in line of that, 20,000 people gathered for Sadhguru's spiritual event, which was honestly a very nice event. Over, as mentioned, 20,000 people filled up the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai to meet and mingle and meditate with Sadhguru, making it UAE's largest meditation program till date.
This was incredible, the visuals that we saw. People are obviously aware of Sadhguru. He's been teaching yoga since 1982. He is the author of the New York Times best-selling book, Inner Engineering, A Yogi's Guide to Joy and Karma, A Yogi's Guide to Crafting Your Destiny, and also a frequent speaker at international forums.
Sadhguru's guided participants focusing on achieving inner transformation, spiritual growth, and discovering one's natural side of inner peace and harmony. Now, the event has attracted people of various faiths and nationalities, reflecting the teachings imparted by the spiritual leader.
So if you saw the footage, basically thousands of people getting together for a transformative event into what they actually created was a sacred space for self-discovery as attendees engross themselves in spiritual practices which basically included teachings of yoga, meditation, and self-inquiry.
Now, one of the highlights of the event was a spiritual musical concert held at the venue. And while meditating, attendees felt peaceful and were in deep thought with the serenading music and as well inspiring talks. The mix of music and spirituality made the place perfect for discovering more about oneself and exploring inner peace. Yes, honestly, see, this just like as well, honestly, this just gives I would say maybe a background of like how actually music can be very, you know, grounding and very nice.
I just think for people, everyone find that thing that works for them.
Yes.
So I was at an event in Coca-Cola Marina 3 years ago-ish, and it was Tony Robbins. And he has a different way for people to do their self-discovery, self-exploration, growth and improvement.
Yeah.
And I think that whatever works for you. So if you can heal through self-discovery, meditation, amazing. If you need an entrepreneurial mindset book to help you do it, if you don't even think about these things, you can go about your daily life without even thinking about them, that's great. But I think, or of course, you know, there's religion, but it's like, that's separate. But what works for you to do that personal growth, but usually people do need to find something.
That's true, by the way, because like what might work for me might not work for you, might not work for the person that's, you know, from everyone who is viewing us right now. So as long as you find what actually works for you and you stick by it, it just works. For example, what I found, what worked for me is honestly walking. What I think is very meditative for me is walking, listening to good music while I'm walking and just like disconnecting from everyone, you know, just sitting with myself and just not talking to anyone, which is very good, as well as I find that journaling has been really good for me.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it is actually cool. So tell us, guys, like what is a meditative, let's say, act that, you know, just like puts you together and just grounds you, you know?
Or what's your thing that you do to just feel like you're totally escaping? Alibaba, Masa, Hesham, what are your thoughts on that?
Do you guys meditate? Oh, yeah,
Ali
see? Ali prays. By the way, prayer as well is like, it's part of meditation. You know, actually, you know, all religions, as we've said in our news right now, is that people of all religions and all faiths actually have attended, right? So this just like proves that we are all connected to one source.
Yeah, I think prayer is probably the biggest blanket of comfort that people have in terms of meditative state. But aside from that, I don't know if I have anything. I think I put on different types of podcasts.
Yeah.
So whether it's like if I'm in a city, I'll either listen to something that's really silly and stupid and funny, or something that's like more business mindset or something. So like depending on the day, I either want to be like, I'm going to grow as a human, or I would just want to get deep into a comedy show that's just going to make me laugh and feel like I'm talking to my friends.
Yes. Honestly, see, like again, this, if it works for you, and if you think that this is helping you, let's say, develop your personality, your ideas, and just like ground you and put it together, you know, because like you don't want to be in a state of fight or flight all the time, right? So if this puts you like in a grounding state, sure, why not?
Whatever works for you guys. We'd love to get your thoughts on that.